like how to thread and everything. Yeah, I have a YouTube video on how to thread a machine. Do you think the Singer Promise 2 is a good machine to use? I never used that machine, but I feel like all machines work the same. Hey YouTube. Oh, y'all see my dirty background on YouTube. Excuse my background, YouTube. If I can just Hey YouTube. So I am currently going live on Instagram and YouTube. I was on Instagram first. I'm always on Instagram. Instagram get all my love, but I decided, hey, why not get on YouTube as well? So that's where we at. Lower it a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions that I got on. Hold on, this ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna be able to see nobody questions on YouTube unless I log into my live on my laptop. Let's see. All right, so the two questions that I did not answer prior to my Instagram live going off. Hey everybody. How do I get to my live video? Uh-oh, look at Chelsea. She had 2,000 views. I know that's right. Sorry, y'all. That's my cousin best friend. I've been telling her to get on YouTube for so long. And I see one of her videos popped up and it got 2,000 views. Okay, let me pull up this video. All right, so one of the questions someone asked, they said they just launched their company a week ago, I believe, and they haven't received any sales, and pretty much what help I can give. And my advice would be to remain consistent, because people don't get on Instagram or on social media pages with their, okay, I keep getting all these emails, with money already in their hands, you know? People don't have their credit card in their hand scrolling through Instagram like, ooh, what company can I purchase from today? Like, people don't do that. So it takes time. If you're a new business, they're waiting to see more videos and more photos of the hair to make sure it's something they really want to purchase. They're waiting on customer reviews, you know, some sort of review. So just keep posting, remain consistent, post good content, post videos, post tutorials, post some bomb behind pictures. Make sure you have some really good lighting. All, like, you need all that stuff, and you just have to be consistent. Post every single day, 2 to 5 times a day, every day. Use hashtags, hair related hashtags, or hashtags of things that your target audience will be interested in. But it's going to be consistency. A lot of people don't get their first orders their first day they launch, the first week they launch, the first month they launch. It takes different people, different time. I would say be open. Like, people, they don't want to spend money with a company they never heard of before, and with a person they have no idea who you are. So you might have to start doing live videos to introduce yourself, talk to people, do live tutorials on YouTube, excuse me, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, so that people can get to know you. Because people are not going to buy hair from a stranger. For all they know, you a scammer. Like, you just somebody that set up an account just to get money and then set, you know, block them, run off on a plug, you know. So you never know. You just want to be consistent. Like, consistency is key. Hard work is key. All hard work pays off, okay? Your hard work will not go unnoticed. God ain't gonna have you out here working hard for nothing. Okay? Okay? He gonna give you a reward. Just stay true. Make sure you have a passion for it. Make sure it's in your heart. And it just takes some longer than others, but you will get there. And then the other question someone asked was about the wigs. Let's see, because I just passed it. Hey YouTube, so if y'all just joining in, I am going live on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. I'm answering some questions from my Instagram right now, but I will go back and answer questions from YouTube as well. I got free time today. I don't get my next shipment till tomorrow, so I don't have like packages to ship out or anything. I was making a wig with some hair that I already have in the house, but I don't really have a time limit on that. So I'm free to answer questions all day. All day for the most part. Okay. So so the other question was, how can I keep the wig from wrinkling up when working on a sewing machine? The number one key with working on a sewing machine, and I have a YouTube video that shows how to create a wig on a sewing machine that's very detailed. You always want to make sure the cap is nice and smooth out. The cap is only going to wrinkle up in the back if the cap is being stretched out too much. So, dang, it's kind of hard to explain because y'all can barely see. I know YouTube, I know for a fact Instagram can't see this, but YouTube. Yeah, y'all can't really see. But you always want to make sure like the cap is nicely smoothed out. The sewing machine will do all the work for you. So you don't have to worry about pulling on the wig or tugging on the wig as it is sewing. The sewing machine has like this dowel up under it that's gonna automatically pull it through and feed it through. So all you have to make sure is that um, your weft is lined up with the lines you put on your cap, and make sure the cap is smoothed out, and the sewing machine will take care of the rest of it. But it'll wrinkle up too much if you have too many stitches. Maybe if your stitches are too close together, that will definitely make your cap wrinkle up in the back or wrinkle up when you're working on it. So you always want to use the widest zigzag stitch if you're using a zigzag stitch, or you want to use a wide straight stitch if you're using a straight stitch. But the machine does all the work. Just make sure the cap is nice and smooth. You're not stretching it out, and it won't like wrinkle up in the back or anywhere on the cap. How are you, Ebony? I'm doing great, girl. I'm loving this life from home. Working from home has just been wonderful. What's the tea for today, sis? Just answering some questions. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out. Hello, hey. Do you have a label printer at home? Nope. I print off everything using a Canon printer that I got from Walmart. That was like $20, maybe 25. It was the cheapest printer at Walmart. Regular ink, nothing special. Um, that's what I use. That's what I still use. I don't even think it's. I think it's just a regular inkjet printer. It's not even laser or anything like that. But I saw somebody, because I never even heard of a label printer, but somebody posted it to the Facebook group. I was literally just watching one of your videos. I appreciate that. Somebody posted to the Facebook group a label printer, and honestly, that was the first time I ever seen it. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like, it don't use ink at all. It just prints out on the label without ink. I thought that was so cool. So I might invest in one of those next. But right now, I just do everything the old-fashioned way. Regular printer, ink, just print out my shipping labels from home. Yes, good idea to go live. I need to start doing that. Yes, go live. I would really get into making wigs because I know how to hand stitch them, but I'm nervous that it won't fit people's head. Well, practice makes perfect. That's all. The more practice you have, the more you're able to perfect your craft. Don't be nervous. Just start off making them for yourself. You know, take your head measurements, try to apply the measurements to the cap, and just start making wigs for yourself. If they come out too small, then you know it's something you need to work on. If it come out too big, it's something you need to work on. But keep practicing. How much usually is shipping when you don't use priority? I have no idea. Okay, I was gonna say I have no idea. Okay, so I don't always use priority mail. I use first class mail as well. First class mail is cheaper than priority by, it's about 50% cheaper. So depending on, but it's gonna all depend on how much the I guess I can't say it's cheaper because there's so many different variables. The price is going to depend on the location it's going to, how much the package weighs, and how large, like the size of the package. So usually if I use first class mail, I'm shipping out something that's under 12 ounces. Um, it's within the United States, and the package is literally small. Like, it's always a small package. It's always a small package. So it'll cost anywhere between um two maybe $2 to $5. But when you're shipping out maybe like 3 bundles or more, you shipping out wigs, you shipping out something heavy, it's best to go with the flat rate packaging, because the flat rate packaging that I use, the envelopes or the padded envelopes, those those only cost between $5 to $8 at the most with the flat rate envelopes that I'm using. So it comes out cheaper that way if what I'm shipping out is heavier. But it just depends. Can you double the wefts on a sewing machine? Yep, absolutely. Thank you, love. No problem. What do you use to ship your hair in? I have a YouTube video on it. I I wrap up my hair, you know, decorate it all pretty, and I use a pink poly mailer bag. I got one right here. Well, I cut this one, so sometimes I do cut my bags. Like if I'm shipping out lashes or something smaller, that way I don't take up all that room, because if your bag is too big, you paying for that. So if you can make your bag smaller, it's cheaper. So if I'm shipping out lashes or something, I will cut the bag in half and then just tape it and fold it over. But I use these cute little pink poly mailers that I got from Amazon. What's the Dymo printer? I think I pronounced that right, but yes. What's the name of your Facebook group? Is it free to join? Yes. Yep, it's called We All Can Win Hair Bosses on Facebook. Yeah. You can click the link in my bio on Instagram to get to the Facebook group, or you can just search it. All right, so now I'm gonna start answering some questions from YouTube, because I know they like, dang, she ignoring us. All right, so let me answer some questions from YouTube. Hey girl, hey, do you cut the wefts while making wigs? Yes. When you're making wigs on a sewing machine, they don't have a way for you to flip over the bundles and, you know, sew in the opposite direction. You can't do that on the sewing machine. So you do have to cut the wefts when you're making the wigs. So if your customers are providing their own hair, they may not know, like, oh, she gonna cut my wefts. So you might have to put it on your website, or just, you know, put it like in a small print somewhere, like the wefts have to be cut, because a lot of people do like to reuse their bundles. But if you're using a sewing machine, the wefts gotta be cut. So hey, hello beautiful, I love your live broadcast. Thank you, Shanika, I think I pronounced your name right. What's the length of the hair you're wearing now? I believe this is 18 inches. It's pretty long. Yeah, the camera just it definitely fell. Sorry y'all, the camera definitely fell. The camera just like, we going down today. Definitely fell. And it's already cracked. It didn't crack the camera too much more, so. Well, my phone, because I record off the phone. Well, my old phone. Let's see. Hey, only here to soak up this knowledge. That's what's up. Can you do a video on how you create a YouTube page? Okay. Like how to start your YouTube channel. I'm gonna start making more YouTube videos about how to create your own YouTube channel and stuff like that. So yeah, that I will make more videos with that. Does Wix hold the money you make from your site for a period of time? I don't use Wix, but I will say with all payment processors, PayPal, Stripe, whatever payment processor you're using, they're gonna hold your money if you're new. Like, they don't know you. Um, they have to verify that you run a legit business. So when you first start using payment processors, they're gonna hold your money. Some of them gonna hold your money regardless of how long you've been doing business with them. Like, I use Stripe, and Stripe still holds my money for like 2 to 5 days at a time. Maybe 2 to 3, maybe not 5, 2 to 3 days. PayPal gives me my money right away, but I've had a PayPal account for forever, like almost 10 years now, since I was a teenager. So, since I was 16. So, um, you know, PayPal gives me my money right away, but it's just, when you're new in business, that's just a part. Like, that's just a part of it. It's always nice if you can have a couple $100s to the side. That way you don't have to wait for them to release the money. You already have some money that you can go to. Oh, I got the hiccups and everything today. Jeez. I would say it's always good to have like $100 to $300 to the side. Um, just just to help give yourself a little boost when you first start making orders and stuff online. Do you have videos on how to wash the hair? When I wash it, it never comes out right. I can create some videos on how to wash the hair. I actually was thinking about doing some videos like that, but yeah, I can definitely show you. The only thing is I wear wigs, so I'll be showing you how to wash wigs. I don't really wear sew-ins and stuff, but I guess you can use the same techniques. How would you handle a situation if you receive bad hair from a vendor? Okay, so for the most part, typically you're only able to really send back bundles if they haven't been touched or, like cut, dyed, all that stuff. So if you first get the bundle of the hair, like the hair is in bundle state, and you're looking at it and you're dissatisfied with it, go ahead and let your vendor know, like, this is not what I ordered. Like, go ahead and let your vendor know. Um, that's not what you wanted. The quality, like the way it looks, is just not how you imagined it. But it just gets really tricky because you really don't know how hair really is gonna act until after you pay for it. I will still say, um, I mean, it will be harder to prove your claim because you already used the hair, and the vendor can argue like, okay, she did something to the hair she wasn't supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? So I would still take my chance, and if you pay through PayPal, please save. Yes, I'm gonna save the live. If you pay through PayPal, I would still like just take the chance of putting in a claim and try to see if you can win the claim and get your money back. Um, but yeah, sometimes you just have to accept the loss, unfortunately. But if you are dealing with a bad vendor ever, you should definitely join the Facebook group. We all can win, and share your experience with the Facebook group so other people can know not to use that vendor. We already have like a bad vendors list um, going on now, so your information would be helpful to others, especially when the hair comes from distributors and it may smell bad. Yeah, the hair will smell bad, but you can get the smell out of hair. A lot of people use neutralizing shampoo, or you can use like peppermint oil, like I like to use. Some people use fabric softener to get the smell out of hair, so you can get the smell out of hair. Apparently, hair having smell in it is just normal for the most part. At least that's what I was told from people who've actually went to China, and been to the factories. It's just like a really heavy smell. Um, but yeah. Which is better, Shopify or Squarespace? Hello, by the way. Hey, Destiny. I've never used Shopify, so I honestly can't give a opinion on that because I haven't used it. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna get on Instagram and answer some Instagram questions. I want to practice on a sewing machine, but hair is expensive. A real investment. Practice using beauty supply store hair or regular hair or old hair. Never mind, I saw the name of the group. Practice with some bundles from the beauty supply. Exactly. Thank you. That's a good idea. Yep. Oh, well, thank you for answering that question. Do you use the pink mailers when you ship bundles also in the priority? No, if you're using priority mail, you have to use priority mail packaging. That's the only way that you can get priority mail, I think. No, no, no. That's not the only way to get priority mail. If you want to get priority mail flat rates, you have to use the priority mail flat rate packages. But if you just want regular priority mail, it doesn't matter which packaging you use, but you will not be paying with priority mail flat rate prices. You will just be doing regular priority mail. Is that curly or kinky you're wearing? This is kinky curly. It's kinky curly, so it's both. All right, so YouTube, what are the people saying? Did you start out drop shipping? No. I started out doing pre-orders and I still do pre-orders to this day. The pre-order system and drop shipping is very similar. The only difference is with drop shipping, your vendor takes care of everything for you. The vendor ships out the hair to your customer. With pre-orders, um, the hair pretty much comes to you. You do your own packaging, labeling. You ship out everything to your customer, but it's pretty much the same process. What's the name of the Facebook group? The Facebook group is called, I'm gonna type it in over here. We all can win. If you search it, you should be able to find it. But yes, the link should be on my bio and Instagram. I can never pin my own comments on. There we go. Let's see. I'm so happy I caught this. I'm happy you caught it too. Let's see. Hold on there. I done scrolled down too far on YouTube. Any tips for when you're getting ready to launch your business? Um, hey y'all. I'm going live on Instagram and YouTube right now. So I'm answering questions from both. All right. If you're about to launch your business, you definitely want to already create some type of hype for your company. So of course you've already been testing out the hair, you've been wearing the hair, or if you're a male and you don't wear hair extensions, you already have someone close to you that's been testing out the hair and wearing the hair for you. I'm so congested. Wow. It must be the weather change. It's like 50 degrees outside in Florida right now. It's crazy. Um, so you already been wearing the hair, of course. So you should already have a lot of pictures, videos, tutorials of the hair that you already been wearing, that you should have already been posting on your social media sites, that will allow you to create some type of hype, so people can know what's to come, so people can know when the launch date get here, they better have their money ready if they really want this hair. But you know, not everybody order on launch date or the first week, but you want to have already created some type of hype for your company, letting people know of what's to come. Do you think when starting a hair business, it's good to sell lace wigs and hair instead of custom? Because I'm not that good. When starting a business, it's best to start with what you have and what you know how to do. Um, it's your business, so you get to decide. You get to decide what you sell. Like nobody can tell you what to sell. If you want to sell like wigs that already come made, just sell wigs that already come made. Like it's up to you what you want to sell. So if you're not that good at making custom wigs, that's fine. A lot of people don't make custom wigs. A lot of people just resell wigs that they vendors have. I was literally just watching one of your videos. That's what's up. How much profit should you charge on a lace front? I don't sell lace front wigs, so I don't know. I sell custom wigs. The price is just gonna, like, how much you profit, and I have a whole YouTube video about this. What you profit depending on how much you feel you're worth. You create, like, how much you profit, it just depends on so many different factors. It's going to be different for everybody. Some people will be okay with profiting $5. I mean, I think that's crazy. But some people okay with that. It's going to be what you're okay with. If you want to profit double the amount your vendor is charging, triple the amount your vendor is charging, it's gonna be up to you. And if you know how to market it correctly and put it in front of the right people gonna pay. My boyfriend texted me talking about, hey big mama. He gonna stop calling me big mama, y'all. He gonna stop calling me big mama. Let me respond. Talk about, hey big mama. Let me respond. He must trying to get me something to eat. He trying to keep me fat, y'all. He just trying to keep me fat. Don't make no sense. I'm pretty sure he finna ask me if I want something to eat. He asking me, how am I? He don't know I'm on live. He always interrupt my live videos. Uh, all right. He always interrupting somebody live videos. All right. I'm finna answer some questions on Instagram. Um, can you do more YouTube videos on having a wig business, please? I need help. Yes, I do have a couple of videos on the wig business, how to start your wig business, how to um, make money selling wigs. I do have those 2 YouTube videos, but I will create more YouTube videos on making a wig. Would you put out there to customers to pre-order, or just say it's online orders only? It's up to you. You don't have to necessarily tell your customers you do pre-orders, but when people locally want hair on hand and you tell them you don't keep hair on hand, it's going to be obvious that you only do pre-orders, which is perfectly fine. Like, a lot of people don't mind that. um I don't promote my hair locally because I don't keep hair on hand. That is something I'm thinking about doing, just for local people. Maybe have something special just for my locals. um but it's just a thought. I haven't really done, you know, really act out on that thought yet. But you don't really have to put it out there. I think people know when you're telling them the processing time is 2 to 5 business days. I think when they see that it's a processing period, they probably know that in that time frame you are getting the packages from your vendor and using their money to pay for it. So I don't think you have to like flat out tell them. I think it's just kind of obvious. Honestly, if you ever ordered from a company online and they tell you it's a processing period of anything between 2 to 10 business days, I know y'all order stuff online all the time, whether it's clothes, shoes, makeup, jewelry, electronics. You know it's a processing period. 9 out of 10 of those companies do a pre-order system. It's just the way of the world. It's just something that's kind of brand new, I guess, or something people don't talk about a lot in the hair industry, but people do this with every single business. 9 out of 10 online businesses do a pre-order system. And that's a statistic that I'm making up. So, but I can guarantee you that they all do a pre-order system, and they get their money, get their products overseas, for the most part, China. So it's just what businesses have been doing from the beginning of time. All right. I don't know how I found you, but I found you at the right time. That's what's up. Your hair. Thank you. Do vendors allow samples? If so, how do you go about? Yes. So when I found my vendor on Alibaba, both of my hair vendors I found on Alibaba, they have it on Alibaba where you can filter based on how many products you want to order. So I will always filter it by one, like one being a minimum quantity, and that would like show all of the vendors that pretty much accept small orders of one bundle at a time. And then from those vendors I kind of did process of elimination to eventually find the 2 vendors I have now. So yes, a lot of vendors do allow sample orders. You just have to find those vendors. You can ask them. Of course, you can find vendors on Instagram, Google search, Facebook, YouTube, Alibaba, like you can find vendors everywhere. You just want to ask them, do they allow small orders? Don't just say samples, because some vendors, they think a sample is like what I give my customers, samples. Okay, when you say sample, you actually mean a small order of 1 to 3 bundles. So just flat out say, do you accept small orders for 1 to 3 bundles, because I'm interested in the hair, but I want to test it out before I buy wholesale or something like that. So you just simply ask them, and then you can pay. I always communicate with vendors through WhatsApp, because it's just quicker and easier, and you can pretty much communicate with them all around the clock. And then I just have them send me an invoice to PayPal when I'm ready to pay, or have them send me their custom PayPal.me link that I can use to pay. I love watching your lives while I make my units. I always have my pen and notebook out to your channels, everything. Thank you. I like to watch other people's lives when I'm making my wigs too. I do the same thing. Um, and then ask if you want to eat. You wrong, right? Big Mama. He's so wrong. My boyfriend calls me fatty. I'd be so mad. Hey, Ebony, you're live at the right time. Right? Tell him we said hey, but we trying to learn from Ebony. Exactly. Exactly. Right now, I'm trying to add stock photos, but the banner picture asks me for a navigation title. Um, the title, when I put the title, it pop up above the banner picture. Okay, you're creating a website or something that's making you do that? So there's a customer trying to get me to use a shipping company that I don't know about to Netherlands because he says that his packages always get lost with other companies, but I can't find anything about the company. Do you think it's a scam? Yeah. Yep. And when I do ship out, I'm trying to think if if USPS ships to the Netherlands. When you do ship overseas, what happens? The shipping company in the United States will eventually switch over to a shipping company for the overseas process. So let's say if I was shipping something to London, which I do ship packages to England, London, the UK all the time. Once it gets to the UK, the United States Post Office is the United States Post Office. Like they can't, go overseas, but it will like transition over to a overseas shipping company. So yeah, somebody's saying FedEx. So see if you can use FedEx. If you go to the shipping company website, they'll let you know what countries they service and which countries they don't. So you can just pretty much play it that way. But if that one customer is telling you something you never heard of, then that one customer don't need to do business with you. I mean, that's just one person. So don't look at it as a huge loss because it could possibly be a scam if you can't find no information on the shipping company that they're recommending, suggesting. Now that you have your vendor, when you order here, do you contact the vendor on WhatsApp or Alibaba? I have never ordered hair off of Alibaba. FedEx is all over. I ship everywhere. See, they're saying FedEx. I have never ordered anything off Alibaba. I only use Alibaba to find the vendor. After I find the vendor, I communicate with them through WhatsApp only, and I pay with WhatsApp. So I'll let them know. I got so much gas today. Wow. um, I'll let them know that I'm ready to pay, have them quote me a price, and then I'll tell them to send me an invoice on PayPal or send me their custom PayPal link so I can pay. Hey, yes, but I already have the website. All I need to do is add the products and stock pictures. That's good. So you're almost done with your website. Hey, all right, let's see what YouTube talking about. Hello, love your channel. Thank you. Single weft or double weft bundles. I prefer double weft bundles. Um, because they just look fuller. Like I've made a few wigs for people that provide their own hair, and a couple people will provide single weft, and it's just I don't like it. The weft is always like really thin and fragile looking. I just feel like the wefts are more secure when it's already double weft. Um, and it just looks more pleasing to the eye. Like it seems like it's gonna last longer. Like it's really built in with the double weft. So me, I prefer double weft. I know a lot of raw hair can come single weft, but then again, there are vendors that have raw hair that do double weft. So let's see. I'm launching April 1st. Do you have any suggestions on what I should do or what I could be forgetting? Any promo tips? I just gave out some tips. You want to work on building a hype. All right. It's always some weird people that get on YouTube. I can't keep up with these people having to block them and stuff. YouTube not even letting me block the comment. All right, let me scroll back up. Yeah, you want to work on building a hype. That's probably the number one thing you want to do when you're working on, when you're about to launch. Just build a hype, post a lot of photos, let people know what is to come. How much hair is zero point 0.5 kilograms and 1 kilogram? I've been talking to a vendor and asked how much they charge for shipping, and they charge by weight. 1 kilo is 10 bundles, and a half a kilo would be five bundles. When making your website, do monthly payments start while building it or once it's finished? Usually, you're able to make a payment once you launch your website. Then they will charge you. It depends on the host, the host that you're building your website through. Um, it just depends. Yes, I'm gonna save the live. Uh, I just really love watching you. Thank you. Your videos, you give a lot of knowledge and you have a really wonderful personality. Thank you. How how many pages should you have on a Wix account? I saw they create them on Etsy. People charge so much to make websites. I don't have a Wix account. If you're just talking about a website in general, I do feel like you should have a couple pages. You should have a home page, a shop page, a policy page, a FAQ page. I feel like those are the four main pages you should have on a website. If you want to have an additional page with like a photo gallery or videos, that's always nice. But I definitely feel like you got to have those four pages. So a home page, a shop page, a policy page, and an FAQ page. Those are definitely necessary. Um, is a, I don't even know how to pronounce this word. Some sort of certificate required. I don't know. I never even heard of that certificate. When it comes to certificates being required to sell anything online or to sell hair locally or whatever, you have to check with your local government because each local, like each state has different laws and rules. So you have to do your research to see what it is that your state requires. Let's see. Yeah, you got to see what it is that your state requires. I'm very uncomfortable with making videos shy. How would I get over that? You just gonna, I mean, some people drink a few, a few cups of alcohol to get a little bit more comfortable. I'm joking. I'm joking. You get over it. You just gotta put yourself out there. Just put yourself out there. Trust in yourself. It's okay. Because once you do it that first time, you're going to realize, dang, it wasn't that bad at all. And then just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. But just believe in yourself. It's not as bad as you think. Um, I'm just starting a hair business 2 to 3 months. Do you think I need an influencer to help me advertise because I don't have a customer right now, or maybe I'm doing something wrong? Yes, influencers are a great way to promote your company if you feel like you need to get your brand in front of a larger audience. You definitely want to partner up with an influencer that can bring you more business or bring your business more awareness. Just put your business in front of people who never heard of you before. But if you're just putting up an Instagram page, put up a website, and that's all you did, you're not gonna make no money. Like it's more to it. You have to constantly promote yourself every day. You got to be a walking billboard of your company. You got to be willing to pass out flyers in person. You got to be willing to get on live videos. You got to be willing to make videos, put up pictures every day. You have to literally put yourself out there. Because if all you did was create a website and create an Instagram page, that's not enough. Because if that's the case, everybody that just put up a website and put up an Instagram page or put up a Facebook page, all of us would be making a lot of money. So it's good to have those things, but it's like the action that you take, and It's all about action. Like you have to be on Instagram. Some people only post one time a day. One time a day ain't enough. 2 times a day, sometimes that's not enough. Okay? And people don't just find your company. I always put this in my personalized business reviews. It's millions of virgin hair companies on Instagram, okay? Millions. I ain't talking 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Millions, okay? They're not just gonna stumble across your page or your page or your page or your page, okay? They're not just gonna stumble across your page. You have to put yourself out there. You might have to pay for Instagram advertisements. You may have to link up with that influencer. You may have to go out and follow people first, because that's what I did. I got 18,000 followers on my business Instagram page, and a good 12,000 of those, I followed them first, and they followed me back because they liked what they saw. You gonna have to put yourself out there. And I had to unfollow those people because your follower count can't be that high. I had to go back and unfollow those people. You know how much time that took to follow people every day, follow 100 people an hour, and unfollow people that didn't follow me back. Do you know how much time that takes every day? Following 100 people an hour, that takes a lot of time. You just can't sit on. You just can't sit on your ass. You gotta actually work. It's a lot of hard work putting your business out there, and it's not gonna be easy. But you gotta push. You gotta push. People aren't gonna find you. You gotta find them and make them notice you. I will. Thank you. What should be expected on invoice from vendors? I don't know. I don't ever look at the invoice. I just know when they send an invoice, I get an alert on my PayPal account that says this company sent you an invoice, and all I do is pay for it. So I never read like the details of the invoice. I just pay for it. I just pay for it. All right, I'm gonna answer some questions on Instagram. Let's see. How do you make your hang tags for your bundles? I have a YouTube video on this. So if you go to my YouTube channel, what should be in the link in my bio, I have a detailed YouTube video on how I do the hang tags for my bundles. Please save this live. I will. Is your curly for your curly hair, is it double or single drawn? It is double drawn. Should you ever sell your vendors, or would I ever sell my vendors? No, I'm not going to sell my hair vendors. I do sell my vendors for custom packaging, and that's about it. But selling my hair vendors, no. Do other people sell their hair vendors? Yeah, other people sell their hair vendors. I don't recommend that people purchase hair vendor lists because I feel like they can find their vendors on their own for free. But, you know, I can't stop people from wanting to sell their own vendors. If that's what you want to do, then go for it. But I'm not selling my vendors, and I don't recommend other people purchase vendors lists. Yes, I agree. Ebony is everything. Thank you. I'm starting my hair company, but I need some tips. Well, it's a lot of tips. Most of my tips, with a question that general, I don't even know if that's a question, but usually I always just say watch my YouTube videos. I have over 100 YouTube videos on how to start a hair company, and I have more videos to come because that's how many tips and how much knowledge I have. Usually with a general question or a statement like that, I can't give you 100 videos, you know, worth of answers in one response. Like, that's impossible. But I do have YouTube videos that will answer most of your questions. Do you think it's a good deal? Do you think that's a good deal? I want to start small. Hold on. Maybe I missed the first half of your question. Do I think what's a good deal? I'm sorry. Is it just me, or is anybody else having a hard time finding the Facebook group page? Hello, Ebony, can you help? Yeah, it do take, sometimes it is hard to find the Facebook group page, but if you need additional help, there should be a link in my bio, I think. Let me see. Oh, I would have to end the live to go to it. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I have a link in my bio. I could be wrong. I should have a link tree link in my bio, that, yep, I do have a link tree dot slash everything. And when you click on it, yeah, the first thing that pops up is my free guide. The second thing is to join the Facebook group. The third thing is my YouTube videos. So if you click the link in the bio, it'll get you directly. Um, yes, it's in your link tree. Thank you. It'll get you directly to the group. Hey, I've been getting a lot of followers, and I did one sponsored post on a large account, but haven't had any sales. I post every day as well. Yeah. When you're using influencers or when you have sponsored posts, you are really doing those for engagement. So, pretty much putting your company out there in front of a larger audience. The Oh, excuse me, Jesus, maybe I need some water. Um, so the number one thing you should expect from that is for people to come back to your page and follow you. They don't know you. They have to get to know you. They have to have the time to scroll through your page and see the type of posts that you have. They don't know you yet, so they're not going to purchase from you if they don't know you. They don't know who you are. They don't know if they can trust you. They just know you had like a cute post on someone else's page, so they're just following you back because they're interested. If you ever want, like, if you have a sponsored post like with an influencer or something like that, if you ever wanted to convert quickly into sales, you have to make sure that person is all about hair. Like, people follow that person not for their fashion, not because they do makeup really well, but you have to make sure people are following them because their hair is always bomb. Like, I mean, their hair is always the best hair. And then when you have that person promote for you, make sure you give their followers or the people that follow them a special coupon code that's like irresistible. You know, like, if y'all order from this hair company, use my special code and get 15 or 20% off. Like, you want to have a sale to where people like, dang, I really want this hair, and they running a sale, and then give a deadline for the sale. Like, dang, and they running a sale, but this coupon code can only be used until Friday, and it's Tuesday, and they like, dang, I gotta get this hair. This is a good sale. I gotta hurry up and get this. Like, that pretty much like lights a fire up under people behinds, and that will encourage them to order quickly. But it got to be good content. The person have to be known for wearing hair, and you got to give them a deal that they have to act on right away. Because if not, they just gonna follow you, and it's gonna take them a long time to make a decision to order hair from your company. But it's just a lot that goes into it. Okay, it's in the link tree. Got it. Thank you. No problem. All right, let's see. Oh, snap, it's past 12 o'clock. I was supposed to upload a picture on my Instagram because y'all, I'd be cute. I was cute in this one picture. I was supposed to upload it at 12. It's cool. The link to the Facebook group, but you already a part of the Facebook group, so you good. Let's see. Do you have any tips on finding vendors on in Alibaba? Yes, I have a whole YouTube video on how to find vendors on Alibaba. If you still need additional help outside of that video, I do have an ebook on how to find a hair vendor on Alibaba, and it's step by step from creating your account. Instagram, the live is about to end, so I will get back on and I will save this live. I'm back. Then manager had the nerve to call a meeting while I'm trying to learn stuff. It's all right, sis. It's gonna be saved. Do you have to buy a domain starting off? I really don't know. Want to now? Okay, I'm gonna answer that question when I get back on live on Instagram. I was just, yeah. So I have an ebook that shows how to find your own vendor on Alibaba. It includes screenshots, like everything you need to know, from setting up your account to finding the vendors, narrowing down your vendors, paying the vendors, all that stuff. I have it in an ebook. But I would definitely recommend watching my YouTube video on how to find your own vendors on Alibaba, because I definitely have a very good detailed YouTube video. I love your channel. Thank you. And I don't have a video or any tips on DH Gate because I have not used DH Gate to find vendors. Okay. I love your channel. Thank you. I can't find your Facebook group. Um, share. All right, you can't find the Facebook group. When the live is over, just come back to this page, to this video, and I'll post the link under this video. Or if you go to any of my other recent YouTube videos, I have the link to the Facebook group in the description box. Um, how to promote. I have a website and social media pages, but still no sales. Yeah. And I recently made a YouTube video about sales. Like you get a lot of views or yeah, pretty much you get a lot of reviews, but you don't have sales. I have a whole YouTube video on this topic, and that's completely normal. The thing is, people just not ready to purchase. People don't get on social media with their credit cards out, and it just takes people time to make a huge purchase. Hair extensions is not like something cheap or inexpensive. People are spending $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 on extensions. So that requires a major investment, and it just takes people time to, feel comfortable enough to send a complete stranger their hard-earned money. So just be consistent. Just keep posting great content. Just keep posting, and you may have to go live so people can connect with you, get to know you, feel like they can trust you. As far as profit, I always do 2.5. Did I say 2.5? I can't see. I always do 2.5 of my vendor. Can I ask my vendor to make the hair videos or pictures for me? The only thing about your vendor doing the hair photos and pictures for you is that it's not you doing it. Like, you're going to see the white hands because your vendors, they're going to have white hands. You're going to see their white hands in the background. You're always going to see those crates, those blue crates. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Them blue crates in the background. Like, people are going to know that it's a vendor video and picture. Also, the vendor photos and videos that they take themselves, like not the stock photos, but the ones that actually take themselves, are bad quality videos and photos. I have yet to see a good quality photo and video from a vendor. So I would recommend, no, take your own photos, take your own videos. Let it be your hands in the background, okay? If you are selling hair extensions to black women, if that's who you're selling hair extensions to, if you are promoting that you are a black owned business, why are they seeing white hands in the background? Why can they tell that it's a vendor holding the pictures? That's the quickest way for people not to shop with your business, is if they can spot out that it's a vendor photo or a picture, which is, believe it or not, because I think some of y'all, I don't want no one to take this personal because a lot of y'all do this. I think some of y'all think that people won't be able to tell the videos come from a vendor or the videos don't come from a picture. But when I tell you, it is so easy to spot out a vendor photo and picture. People will not shop with your company if you're using vendor photos or pictures, because they're going to feel like you've never worn the hair. You just trying to make a quick buck. You never actually worn the hair, and they're not going to trust you. Because how can you sell hair that you never worn? So that's like the quickest way for people to not shop with your company. They're going to run, like they're going to see it as a red flag. That's why I always say take your own pictures and your own videos. Because if you are selling hair, you need to be a walking advertisement of your company. You need to have the hair in your head all the time. So there's no reason why you don't have photos of yourself wearing hair. There's no reason why you don't have videos of yourself with the hair. There's no reason, no reason. Can you tell us how to handle curly hair? I can tell you how to handle my curly hair, but all curly hair ain't the same. Like, my curly hair is the bomb.com, okay? All I gotta do is put water on this hair and call it a day. Other curly hairs, it may take more than that. You know, it may take conditioner and water, which I do on occasions. Do conditioner and water, spray bottle, put it on the hair. Um, you know, some hair companies may tell you to put mousse on the hair. I don't know, but all curly hair ain't the same. My curly hair is very easy, and this is a wig, so it's not much maintenance. I take this off at the end of the day. I'm not sleeping with the curly hair in. If I was, I would probably braid the hair down. You know, like maybe section the hair off, do like a twist or braid it. You know, that way the hair don't, like, you know, interlock and all that stuff. If you sleep wild like me, my boyfriend say I sleep wild, so I'm assuming I do. Um, you know, always wrap your hair up at night, all that good stuff. But wash your hair weekly. You know, if you are using products in the hair, a lot of people like their hair curly hair defined, so they will add products to the hair. Make sure you wash the hair weekly. But it's gonna be different based off the curly hair that you sell and the quality of the hair. I have learned so much from watching you. Thanks for answering my questions. No problem. Do you recommend Wix, or is it easy to link up with PayPal? I cannot answer any questions about Wix because I don't use Wix. Would you recommend buying as much of my stock and packaging from one vendor? Will it ease up on the shipping, packaging, and braiding hair from one vendor? No. Uh, Shipping will always be based off of the amount you order, how heavy the package is, the size of the package, and how far the package have to go. Like, that's just a set cost. Um, I mean, overseas shipping is still going to be expensive, so it probably does save you money the more hair you buy at one time, but it's always going to be expensive, depending on what you think expensive is. So, I mean, I don't really, it's not anything that I get caught up in. Like, that's the last thing I worry about. A lot of people are caught up on shipping, vendor shipping prices. Oh, my vendor charging me $20 to ship this package overseas, or my vendor charging me $30. Like, I don't focus on that stuff. All businesses that purchase stuff online, which is pretty much every business, because everything in your house says made by China for the most part. They had to pay for shipping overseas. Like, that's just a normal cost of business. I would not be worried about shipping prices at all. Like, it's the normal cost of business. Um, I've also been wondering about Wix too. Yeah, I can't give any type of advice on Wix. I use Squarespace. Question: can I use pictures or videos sent? Okay, already. Question: can I use pictures or videos sent to me by vendors to create a hype before getting my sample hair? No. Just wait till you get your sample hair. Once you get your sample hair, you'll be able to create your own videos and pictures. Don't, I just, no, just say no to vendor pictures and videos. Just say no, because it's hurting. People don't understand. That's the number one thing. I see people all the time. I done launched my business. It's been a month. I ain't making no sales. And as soon as I go to their page, you know what I see? Vendor photos. It never fails. If you are watching this live right now, you're not making no sales, and you have a vendor photo on your page, or you have those hair inspiration pictures. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You done found a picture of somebody with some pink hair, or like a cute hairstyle. It's all the way long, a popular YouTuber or something, and you reposted that picture on your page talking about hair inspiration. You can achieve this look with my hair. If you have that on your page, and if you have any type of vendor photo or video on your page, and you ain't had not nan sale, that is why. That is why. That's your answer right there. Go ahead and take that down once this live is over with. Just go ahead and take it down, sis. Go ahead and take it down, brother. Like, go ahead and take that down, y'all. Because it's hurting you. It's hurting you. Like, just say no to vendor photos. Okay. Is it okay to use stock photos on your website when first starting out? Using a stock photo on your website is very different than using stock photos on Instagram. On social media pages, don't use stock photos at all, okay? On your website, if you're first starting out, on your website, because your website is supposed to have a professional look, I feel on your website it's okay. Just hear me out. Make this temporary, because it's very easy to make your own stock photos. I have a YouTube video about it, okay? It's very inexpensive. You can do this for under $5, okay? To make your own stock photos with a pretty background, your packaging, all that stuff. But very temporary. It's okay to use the bundles with the white background, okay? On your website only. But if you are going to do it, make sure all the photos are like the same. Like, don't post a stock photo, and the hair got the gold ribbon around it, and then the next photo got a black ribbon around it, and then the next one got a silver band around it. Because then it's just like, okay, you just stealing all type of photos. Like, make sure they all have like the same cohesive look to it, and don't use any stock photo of a person wearing bundles on your website, okay? So when we say stock photos for the website, and please hear me when I say temporary, 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 because it don't take long to create your own stock photos. Because stock photos is it's just gonna kill your business altogether. It's not good for business. That's why I'm just saying, please only do it temporary until you're able to get your own stock photos, which is very easy. Um, but do never use a photo of actual person wearing hair on your website, and that hair is not from a photo shoot or from you taking your own photos yourself. Like, never do that, because that's a major red flag to customers, potential customers. Do I need to buy a domain starting off? No, you don't need to buy a domain name starting off, but domain names are literally 99 cents for a whole year. There's really no reason why you don't have a domain name starting off. There's no reason why. If you asking people to spend $100 or more with your hair company, but you could not spend 99 cents on a domain name, something is wrong, okay? All you gotta do is Google search 99-cent domain name. Is so many different companies. You can get them from 99 cents. You can get them from $1.99. You can get them for $2.99. The most I've paid for a domain name for the entire year was probably $12 for the entire year. Okay? But they're so cheap and affordable. I feel like everybody should have a domain name. It just gives your business more credibility. It allows people to see, like, okay, this person really cares about their business. Like, this person really cares about their business, that they went out and made sure they branded their website. You get what I'm saying? So it's definitely something you want to do. I have 6 different domains going to one website, the Everything Ebony website. And I have a YouTube video showing exactly how I purchased all 6 of my domain names, and exactly how I hooked up those domain names to my Squarespace website. I have a YouTube video on it, so make sure y'all check it out, because it's really simple. Um, hey sis, I love your working energy. I'm a designer and I look forward to working with you someday. That's what's up. Thank you. How that app work, please? How what app works? I'm watching you on Instagram and YouTube, girl. You the bomb. Thank you. How does what app work? I'm sorry. When messaging influencers to promote, what should the message say? There's not really a template of what the message should say. Like, when I contact influencers on Instagram, and I just recently contacted an influencer, she was terrible, y'all. Like, just terrible. I wish I could tell y'all her name so y'all can avoid using her. But the other ones have been really great. What I do, I just always hit them up. I just be like, I really love your content. Um, I just be like, I really love your content. I love like what your whole page is about. Would you be interested in promoting for my company? If so, what is your fee? I look forward to your response. I just keep it quick, simple, and cute. And then when they respond back, they give their response, they give a fee. Then we just start, I just let them know like, hey, I ask them what type of hair they would like, or I would tell them, hey, I'm promoting this hair right now. Would you be okay with me sending you? And I usually always send 16, 18, 20 inch. So I'd be like, would you be okay with this or whatever. Make it simple. Hey, Ebony, do you find it a problem that your customers feel the wait for their hair is too long? No, my customers never waited that long for their hair. Like, never. They get their hair in about a week and a half after purchasing. They never wait that long for their hair, ever. So, and that's normal for online stores. If you ever order something online, whether it's like a fashion company, makeup company, or just ordering stuff online, you never really expect it next day or 2 days from now, unless you on Amazon and you got Amazon Prime. But for the most part, it's very normal for you to get your package the next week. So my customers never complain. Let's see what YouTube is saying. First time catching your live. That's what's up. Thanks for watching, tuning in. Good question. I don't know if I should have asked that. Someone saying it's better to use DHL so someone will sign for packages overseas. Yeah, a lot of people use DHL, but you can always add signatures. Require a signature for packages for any shipping company. You can always add that to your packages. You're so free with your information. Thank you. I have learned a lot from you. Thank you. Hey Ebony, do you take? Uh oh. I lost my spot. Hold on. Where am I? I done lost my spot on YouTube. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. I don't forgot where I was at. Lord. Okay. Hey Ebony, do you take the amount of transactions into consideration when looking for a vendor? No, I've never taken that into consideration. I don't think it matters. Like, a new vendor can come and only have 1 month of experience, but if their hair is the best hair on the market, I feel like that's the most important thing. The only thing I take into account when working with vendors is if their hair is bomb. Like, that's the only thing that matters to me. I don't care about how much shipping costs. I don't care about their transaction history, how long they've been doing business, if they're a gold supplier or not. I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't even care if they the manufacturing company, or if they the middleman. I don't even care about that. Like, the only thing I care about, to me, is the quality of the hair, because people are willing to pay for quality. Okay, people are willing to pay for quality. So that's the only thing I care about when I'm looking for vendors, just the quality of the hair. And sometimes you don't see the quality of the hair until you actually test the hair out for yourself. So that's the only thing I really care about, the quality. Hello, how do you charge when they supply their own hair? All right, if you're talking about wigs, if a customer um, provides their own hair for a wig, I'm charging them for my time, and I'm pretty much charging them to make the wig. Like, the time it's taking me to make the wig, and I'm charging them how much I feel I'm worth. So right now, if you provide your own hair and I make you a closure wig, I charge you $100. I feel like I'm worth more than that. My prices probably will go up again, but I won't let my prices go up again until um, there's more of a demand. Like, I have been making a lot of wig orders. Like, last week was hectic. But if I ever get to a point where it's just like impossible for me to make all of the wigs that I have coming in, then that would be the perfect time to up my prices. So it'd be like supply and demand. So The higher your prices go, the least amount of customers you will have, because everybody's not going to be willing to pay that price, if that makes sense. And the people that are willing to pay are paying because they really believe in your product. They want your product versus anybody else, and they're willing to pay whichever amount to have something made from you. But you just charge how much you think you're worth, or how much people you feel will be willing to pay for your hair. The price is just up to you for the most part. Can you build your page as a beauty blog fashion page prior to launching, then transition? A lot of people do that, but the only thing is, people are going to follow you for a reason. If they are following you because you're a fashion page or you're a beauty page, um, you're like a vlog, a blog page, they're following you for that reason. So to completely switch over and you probably will lose a lot of followers. You will lose a lot of people that were interested before, because the people who were following you before wasn't interested in hair or wasn't interested in being sold products. You get what I'm saying? So at that point, you will have a lot of ghost followers or fake followers. It's almost like tricking people into trying to. It's like you almost tricking people, and it's not easy to trick people. Like, you trick them getting all of these followers for a certain reason, and then you completely switch the name, the title of the page, and you make it a page where you're about to be selling hair or selling whatever products. Like, you're tricking people. It don't work. It don't work. Um, you always just want to have people following you. The people that's following you, you want to make sure they're following you because they're interested in the products that you sell, because that's the only way that you're going to make sales. Now, let's say if you've created like a hair inspo page, um, and you're just pretty much like posting hair inspiration, hair, like inspired photos, and people really follow it. Maybe every now and then, you will create your own separate business account, but every now and then you will post a photo from your hair company. You get what I'm saying? Onto um your inspired page that you created, but those would be two separate accounts. So I feel like you can do it that way, but you don't want to trick people, because that's not good. Let's see. On Instagram, was it smart to get kinky curly samples from my vendor first to test out? So far the hair is beautiful. I burned it and straightened it and it went back curly. I mean, it doesn't really matter which hair you sample first. Regardless of what you sell, before you sell any hair from your vendor, you have to test it out. So if your vendor sells kinky curly hair, you tested it out and it's amazing, that doesn't mean that their straight hair, their wavy hair, their body wave hair is going to be amazing too. Because sometimes vendors, they can be really good at one hair and the rest can be terrible. So if you want to go back and use that same exact vendor for straight hair, then guess what? You need to test out and sample their straight hair first before you decide you want to offer that on your website. And then let's say, okay, oh, their kinky curly hair is good and their straight hair is good. Guess what? You still have to test out their body wave hair before you sell it, etc. So it's just, before you sell anything, you have to test it out for the most part. That's the only way to ensure good quality. Because my vendor for my Afro kinky curly hair, that hair right there is bomb. It's my number one seller. But all of their other hair textures, terrible, trash. I mean, straight trash. So, and you wouldn't want to ruin your company's reputation because you assume that the rest of their bundles would be good and they're not. Would you recommend using a vendors list? No, I do not recommend vendors lists, because most of the people, and I have YouTube videos telling people not to buy vendors lists. If you read through the comments under those videos, it's story after story after story of people saying They purchase a vendors list from the most popular people on YouTube, popular people on Instagram, people who already have hair companies, and the vendors that was on the list were vendors they already found themselves, or the hair was trash. It was a complete waste of time because the truth is, a lot of people are creating vendors lists as a quick come up, and they just throw some names and some email lists, phone numbers, create a list, and then sell it. Okay, a lot of people just doing it for a quick come up and hustle, and half the time the vendors that are on that list can easily be found within 10 seconds with a simple Google search. Can easily be found in 10 seconds with a simple Alibaba search. So I feel like vendor lists are a waste of time and a waste of money. Even when you purchase the hair vendors list, guess what? You still have to turn around and actually test out the hair from the vendor to make sure the hair is actually good. Like, you just can't buy the vendors list and take their word for it. Like, you still have to go out and test the hair, test the quality of the hair to make sure it meets your standards. Because what the next person may think is bomb, the best hair on earth, to you, the hair could be mediocre. It's just regular. Like, it's nothing special about it. So you would still have to go out and test the hair for yourself. So I feel like vendors list is a waste of money. Google trying to charge $12 for a year. That's not bad. Hey, Ebony, would you prefer working with a small family owned manufacturing company or a huge manufacturing company? To me, it doesn't matter to me. It's all about if they're able to produce quality hair. If I feel like they can produce quality hair, then I will go with them. Oh, I mean, time and time again, they provide me with the same quality, and it's good quality hair. That's what I'm gonna stick with and go to. But to me, it don't matter if it's family owned, if it's a large company, corporation. Like, to me, that don't matter. What matters to me is the actual quality of the hair. I bought mine with your YouTube video. That's what's up. I love your work ethic, girl. Thank you. How much, and can I get you to check my Instagram page to get it together? Yes, I'm still doing a personalized business reviews. So if you go to everythingebony.com, and you click on start a hair business, the start a hair business tab, you will scroll down and you can click on the personalized business review. It's very affordable. I feel like it's only $30. Yeah, it's still only $30. It take me 3 days to review them. I actually have a couple of them that I need to do and send out today. But I would definitely take a look at your Instagram page and your website if you have one, and give you tips to help your business grow, or help your Instagram page. What if you create an audience as a YouTuber and then launch a hair site? Yeah, you can create an audience as a YouTuber, but it's it's tricky. It's tricky because people, they're gonna if you're gonna create a YouTube channel and build an audience, make sure you're doing that because you wanted to create a YouTube channel. Don't create it with the back thought that you are only creating it to eventually sell to these people, because that's the wrong thing. Like, if you want to create a YouTube, you create a YouTube because you're passionate about something and you want to share with others something. So as long as you're sharing, giving people helpful tips, um, people get to know who you are as a person, then later those people will support you. I mean, if they feel like you're providing them with great content and you're helping them in some type of way, a lot of people will turn around and support you. So I do feel like it's good, but you never want to make your YouTube videos like a advertisement. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you want to leave your hair details in the comment, like how I'm doing this Q&A, a lot of people are going to ask me about this hair. So maybe in the description box, I would leave like the link to the hair that I'm wearing in the description box. But it's not going to be me on YouTube like, y'all got to get this bomb behind curly hair. This is the best hair on the market. Like, you're not going to see me do that on YouTube. Because when people see stuff like that, when people feel like you're selling to them, they're going to run away every time. Should I also test the blonde hair if I test all textures already? Yes, because for them to get blonde hair, well, for them to get 613 hair, they had to process that hair. They had to dye the hair themselves for it to get that color. Cause I ain't never seen no Indian with blonde hair, or I ain't never seen no Chinese person with blonde hair. So for them to get the hair blonde 613, it's because they bleached the hair that way. That is why all 613 hair isn't good quality, and it don't last long. You have to really find a vendor that offers really good 613 hair. So you definitely will have to test out the blonde hair. Yes, and the vendor's hair is trash happened to me. It happened to so many people. Been trying to get my website going, however, I don't have enough pictures. What do I do? Why you don't have enough pictures? Take your own pictures. You're gonna be testing out the hair. Take your own pictures until you're able to get money for a photo shoot eventually down the road. But you just start off with your own pictures. That's all. You gotta test out the hair. You gotta wear the hair when you're testing it out. So you gotta take a lot of pictures. Can't stay. I'm at work. That's okay. I'm gonna save the live. Let's see. YouTube. Um, Let me scroll up. Sorry. If a vendor is telling you that they need a certain certificate, I've never had a vendor ask me for a certificate, of license, none of that. Never had a vendor. Unless you work with a vendor within the United States, because those vendors will need your business license and stuff like that for tax purposes if um, they're doing wholesale the legal way within the United States. They will ask you for certain license and documentations, but if you have a vendor asking for a certain certificate that you don't have, either you can get that certificate or you can just find a vendor that don't require certificates. My vendor has never asked me for my business name, my tax ID, like none of my business related stuff. I've never had a vendor ask me for any of that stuff. When making your website on Squarespace, I currently pay monthly. I need to switch over to a yearly plan because I know I'm going to be with Squarespace for a long time. So it's going to be cheaper for me to just go ahead and get the yearly plan. But right now I am paying monthly. Where can I get policy and FAQs from? Do you recommend copying people if you agree with their terms? Yeah, you can be inspired by other people's pages. Just put it in your own words. But yeah, you can go to like 10 different websites, see what they put in their policies and FAQs, and then just create your own. Um, when making wigs on a machine and you double the tracks, do you flip them over when you sew only? No, you can't flip over tracks on a sewing machine. You can't. Like you just can't do it. After each roll, you're gonna cut the tracks and then you're gonna start another roll. You're gonna cut the weft and start another roll. Preach. Oh my gosh, I finally caught you live. That's what's up. Finally have a question. Do you use apps to schedule your social media posts? I actually just first started using the app today. So one of the moderators in the Facebook group, she stated that she used a app called Planology. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but she stated that she used an app called Planology or something like that. It's a couple people that stated the type of apps that they use, so I actually tested that one out today for the first time. I like it so far. Um, so I want to test out some other ones just to see which one I like the most. But I do feel like that's something that I definitely need to do because even though I quit my 9 to 5, I still don't go to sleep until like 9, 10, 11 o'clock, depending on what I'm doing. And usually I'm always trying to create new content and post a lot of stuff to Instagram. I find myself on Instagram a lot, social media a lot altogether. So if I did have a way to plan out posts, I would just feel like that would save me so much time. That's what I'm like right now. I am trying to get everything on an automated system. Just I want to have my YouTube videos automated, already pre-recorded for the week, and just, scheduled to come out on a certain time. I want all my Instagram posts and stuff scheduled for the week. I just want to have everything automated. That way I can really have free time. Yes, I work from home, but I'm still spending a lot of hours on my business, and I do need to, I work from home now. I should have more time for my son and my boyfriend. So I definitely want to get everything automated across the board. Hello everyone. Hey, how do you deal with overseas orders? I deal with them the same way I deal with domestic orders. I ship them out the same. The only difference is when you are paying for a shipping label online, you are paying for a. Whew, I'm just so congested today. You are paying for a Hold on, let me switch out. Let me switch out the. You're just paying for an international shipping label, which costs more, so it can cost anywhere between $20 to $45. I always use per order email packages, and they take 6 to 10 business days to go overseas. But I just treat them the exact same way that I treat domestic orders. And when I create my shipping labels through Squarespace, not Squarespace, ShipStation, they already create all the custom forms and everything for me, so I don't have to fill out any additional paperwork. It just automatically does everything like that for me. And that's pretty much simple. Have you filed taxes for your business yet? If so, how was the process? Did you need help or did you file yourself? I filed my own taxes. I'm stressed out. It stressed me out. It's always a pain. I filed my own taxes. It stresses me out every year. It's a pain in the behind. And I am definitely considering getting an accountant. Okay? I need somebody else to keep up with all these expenses. Okay? Especially because sometimes I use my personal account. See, this is why you gotta always have business and personal separate, because it's nothing like having to go through. Y'all don't understand. I would just get an accountant. Yep, that's my advice to anyone. Get an accountant. Get someone that, or really like, get some type of bookkeeping software program. Um, every purchase you make, always keep your receipts. Always put it in like a spreadsheet or something like that. I mean, just keep track of everything. Keep track of everything, y'all. Keep track of everything. Because it's a hassle if you don't, and you lazy and you wait till the last minute to start putting everything together. Do you pay your influencers to market your hair? I personally prefer to pay people because I just feel like it motivates them to give you good content, and they kind of put a fire under their behind to get things done quickly. And when you ask them to do it, I always ask them what their prices are. I feel like you should pay people. They're doing a service for you. Like, yeah, you're giving them free hair, but you're giving them free hair, but what if you end up getting 10 orders from their one post? Like, the least you could have done was send them some money too. So I would just always ask people what their fee is. And depending on their fee, and if I have the money to pay them, I will pay them. If their fee is too high, I'll be like, all right, I'll get back with you. Like, I just let them know, like, I'm going to keep in touch. I'm going to get back with you when I'm ready. That's what I always tell them. Because some people, they fee is high. They want 200, 300, 400. My thing is, these YouTubers, they be reviewing Chinese companies, right? And I review a couple Chinese companies. Chinese companies, they're not finna pay you. They're not finna pay you that much money. So I already know from my own personal experience that these Chinese companies are paying these influencers a low amount. But when you are someone within the United States, and you reach out to the same exact influencer, the influencer always want $300, $400, $500. Them Chinese people ain't paying you that much, but you posting These Chinese people, these Chinese hair companies, 3 times a week, they not paying you that much money, sis. Okay, I know for a fact. So I feel like some influencers, they do be trying to get over on you with prices. It's certain prices I'm not gonna pay at all, at all. So if their prices are too high, I just move on to the next person. So far, I've only used 3 influencers. Um, One of them was okay with working for free. The other two had a fee, but their fee was so reasonable. I mean, it was so reasonable. I do plan on working with more influencers. I'm actually looking for some people now. And I typically like to hunt them down first. I was thinking about making a post about brand ambassadors, but the only thing when you make a post that you're searching for brand ambassadors, during that time period, the amount of sales on your company will go down because everybody feels like you're gonna choose them to be a brand ambassador. So why buy hair if it's a possibility of me becoming a brand ambassador, and it just kind of hurts business. So I think it's best to go out and hunt a brand ambassador for yourself versus making an actual post like, hey, I'm looking for brand ambassadors. All right, let's see. What pictures do I post if I don't have any clients? I always post myself, and I don't know if that's enough. If all you got is yourself, just keep posting pictures of yourself. Every day is a new day. Every day you can put on a new outfit and you can take a new picture. Just keep posting pictures of yourself until you get some customers. That's all I did. I still to this day post pictures of myself. I have a vendor like that. They kinky curly hair is good, but the other styles are nothing compared to their kinky curls. I'm trying to get a website created, but don't know where to start. I have a 4-part series on YouTube on how to create your own website, so definitely check it out. Hey, hey, I'm ready to try the sewing machine method. That's what's up. Come join the team, girl. The sewing machine will save you so much time. So much time. You'll be able to make more wigs a day, all that good stuff. Any tips on how to get engagement on Twitter? I don't have no tips. I don't even know how to use Twitter. I'm on Twitter, but it keep deleting my posts for some reason, or maybe I just don't see my posts. I don't know. I was on Twitter when Twitter first started. The last time I really was on Twitter heavy was 2011. It's 2019. Okay, I need to get back on Twitter, but Twitter is kind of the same, but it's so different. I got to figure out how to work Twitter. I don't have no advice for Twitter, y'all. Y'all can follow me on Twitter though. It's everything Ebony. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I need to get on there more because I do feel like Twitter is good for business. I definitely feel like it's good for business, but I honestly just don't know. I gotta get on there and start working. I'm talking to a vendor and she wants to see my Instagram page, website, and my store. Should I share that info? No. What they need to see it for? I wouldn't share it. Cause all that mean is when you start getting customers and your customers start wearing hair, they just gonna try to steal the pictures of your customers, or they gonna steal your photos of yourself, or they gonna use it to market their hair to other people. They're gonna be like, oh, this is the list of companies that I'm working with. They purchase hair from me. Like, it's no reason for them to see your Instagram page, your website, or your store. Just tell them that you sell locally. If they just keep pressing, tell them you sell locally to your friends and family. Okay. Did you go to a web designer or you? I designed my own website myself, and I show how I did it on my YouTube. Do you recommend drop shipping or bulk buy? I recommend that you do what's best for you in your current situation. I don't drop ship and I do not purchase wholesale. I do not buy in bulk. I don't do either one of those. But I feel like you just got to do what you got to do based off what you got going on. I'm sorry, on your website, did you go to a web designer or did you plan? I made my own website on Squarespace. Would you ever make custom logos for other people? No. I do not enjoy making logos. I do not enjoy graphic design. I know how to do it, but it's not something that I enjoy doing it. That's why I don't that's why I don't offer the service to other people, because it's not, I mean, it take me hours. I get frustrated when I'm creating designs. It's a lot of trial and error, back and forth. um so no, I don't like doing it, and I don't offer the services for other people. If you skip my question, that's okay. I'm so sorry. Just purchased my business review. Excited to go to the next level. Thank you in advance. Thank you. And I did. I received notification of your order. It had popped up on my screen. Um, do you still accept hair to test for us? No, I'm not doing that right now. I'm not doing hair reviews. I'm not testing hair for other companies right now. Or will you look at vendors for us for a fee to see if it's worth purchasing from them? No. Um, mm-mm. I don't think that's something I would do. You can just do it yourself. Just pay for the hair, test it out, and see if you like it. Ebony, I need help. I can't keep the track straight when I'm sewing on the machine. Just slow down. Slow all the way down. Just slow down. Slow all the way down. And practice makes perfect. Um, let's see. After you find a vendor you like and want to do business with, do you have to let them know your next move? For instance, like if you want to do the pre-order method, no, you don't have to tell your vendors anything. Your vendor is going to be happy whenever you place an order with them, because that's more business with them. They're never going to, like, they don't care about that. They just happy they getting paid. Like, they happy that you're giving them business, that you're bringing business to them, that you're ordering from them. You don't have to tell your business. You don't have to tell your vendor you starting a business. You don't have to sign no contract with your vendor. You don't have to even let your vendor know that you run a business. Like, you don't have to let your vendor know anything. You can let them know, like, hey, I'm gonna be ordering hair from you more often. I mean, if you want to give them a heads up, you can, but it's not necessary at all. I ain't never tell my vendors. I just kept ordering from my vendors, and then eventually my vendor was like, I noticed you order hair from us all the time. We're gonna give you a special discount. So they just started giving me discounts. um, but no, you don't have to tell your vendor name. How many vendors should a business have? I have had one for almost 5 years. I'm not sure if I should have one or two more. If you have a good vendor, stick with them. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. I would suggest at least having one backup vendor. You never know what can happen. Maybe your vendor's factory catch on fire one day. I mean, it's very rare that that would happen, but if it did, what would be your backup? You always want to have a backup plan in place. Some people have more than one backup. It's going to be up to you. I watch your videos as I want to start my own business at 16, but it's with hair tools. Do you think the same rules apply? Yeah, most of the same rules apply with all businesses. Thank you for all this information. I'm in the process of starting my own business, and and it has been a process trying to find a good hair vendor. I think I have narrowed it down now. That's what's up. Please, what curl are you wearing in this live video? I am wearing Kinky Curly. Thank you for the information. No problem. What's a good what's um what's a good way to get your name out? I know Instagram, Facebook sponsors, etc. Yeah, all of that is a good way to get your name out there. Just always promoting yourself, whether it's online on social media or in person. Passing out flyers, just always want to mention and let people know, like, what it is that you have and what service that you can provide them. Like, it's ongoing. Like, you always want to promote yourself and put yourself out there, whether you're paying for it, whether it's free advertisement, like, you just all of that good stuff. Do you always do you have to always wear the hair to promote? Yeah. I feel like I feel like wearing the hair is the best way to promote the hair. If I was not wearing this curly hair today, nobody would have been asking me like, Ebony, what type of hair is that on your head? Ebony, how long is that hair on your head? Like I would never receive those questions. Like the more people see you wearing a product, the more they can fall in love with it, the more questions they can ask, and the more likely they will purchase. I feel like it's always best to wear the hair that you sell. It's always, I mean, it's always going to be best. You're pretty much a walking advertisement for your company. I don't know how people say start a hair business with little to no money. I started because of you. This is really expensive. Starting any business is expensive. Um, it's expensive. Like most of the time when people say little to no money, it's because they already have some of the resources already. The resources that are costly is probably something they already have already. So like when I started my hair business, I technically started my hair business with $35 because years prior I had already found vendors. So I did not have to include that in my startup costs because those are vendors I already had in place. When I say I started my business with $35, it's because that's how much I was paying for my website to be up. Get the fuck out. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all ever have an ex? This is so off topic. Y'all ever have an ex that you don't deal with, and then years later they find you on social media and they try to contact you, and they try to start talking to you again? No, stop. We're not friendly. We're not friendly. Don't be messaging me talking about I saw your brother. Don't be messaging me. I can't stand that. They always try to find a way to get back in your life. No, let me go ahead and block you since you think we on some friendly stuff. We not. I don't. What? It's always an X. I'm sorry, y'all. It just popped up on my screen. That's not. Mm, that's irritating. Um. um. Let's see. But yeah, I had already had vendors, so that wasn't a part of my startup cost. Like the only thing really that I needed because I'm doing a pre-order system, what does not require any money. Um, all I had to do was pay to put my website up, and once I had my website up and running, I was able to start receiving orders. So that's why it was little to no money for myself. But having a business will require money. I mean, it's all about making investments, and to actually invest you have to use money. It's about using money to bring in more money, using money to flip it. So it takes money to make money, always. Whether you spending $10 on business cards, whether you spending $10 a month on a website, like you have to spend money somewhere. How many bundles in the wig you're wearing? The wig I'm wearing, it literally probably only 2.5 bundles. I really don't know. When I make wigs for myself, less is more. Like I just use less amount of hair, so it's probably 2.5 with a closure. But y'all can't see the closure because I washed this wig and I ain't have time to part it, and I ain't have time to lay these baby hairs. So I just had to, you know, put on a scarf. Um, but yeah. Hi there. I take all my pictures, have custom reviews, do everything I learned from you and other people that give advice on YouTube, and my sales have not picked up. Um, that just means you have to be consistent. If your sales haven't picked up, it's because it got to be a reason. I would say continue to be consistent. You probably need someone to review your page for you to see what it is that you could be doing wrong. But it takes time. Like people don't buy hair every day, so it's gonna take time. It could be something you're doing wrong. I don't know because I don't see a page. But I would just say continue to be consistent because it takes time. Like I say, and I'm gonna keep on saying, people not on Instagram with their credit card out. That's not why people on Instagram. So it's just gonna take time. Just keep on being consistent. Some of the vendors can negotiate the shipping for you, but you still have to pay shipping. Yep. Hello, I need your help. Can you what? Okay, this never mind. What site do you use to get marketing material? I don't use any site for marketing material. I create all my own content. Um, I like to use Canva. That's a really good app to use for creating content, flyers, Vistaprint. But I create all my own graphics and stuff for the most part. Like most of the stuff I create myself. But I don't really like use like a I don't know. Canva is a really good app to use. What's the name of your YouTube that shows the stock photos? I don't know the exact name of the video, but it's on YouTube. You don't have to scroll that far down. Just go to my page. Ebony, the lash company told me that it takes 8 days for them to ship to me, and I already paid. Should I get a refund? No. Why would you need a refund? What? How many days did they tell you before you purchased? Because lash companies. My phone about to go dead on YouTube. Some lash companies. Cancel, cancel. Um, some lash companies they take that long to ship out the packages. You just always have to ask them up front, how long does it take to get the lashes to you? Because my lash vendors, I feel like they take 5 days to get the lashes to me. So I don't do a pre-order system with lashes. Like I only sell lashes I keep in stock because lashes are very inexpensive. So it's easy to stock up on lashes. So when it comes to lashes, I just keep those on hand. I keep them on hand. I keep them in stock, and that's how I do it. But I wouldn't ask for a refund unless if they told you they would have the lashes to you in a certain amount of time, and it's taking longer than the time that they already specified. You can ask them like, "What can you do for me because you inconvenience me?" Yep, I have to. Yep, back up. When is your birthday? I'm just curious. You have a great spirit. My birthday is May 3rd, so I'm a Taurus. But I'm a sweet Taurus. uh, I'm a sweet Taurus. I could be very stubborn. I can be just like a bull, but I'm a nice, friendly bull. You can come, and pet me. Just joking with the pet me part, but I'm a nice bull, okay? um, how did you make those labels that you put on your whip block? I made those myself. I just printed them out. I printed them out with adhesive paper that I use for my shipping labels. I just printed it out on the paper, cut it out. I cut it out and put it on everything. Kind of like how I have it on my sewing machine. I just cut it off on some adhesive paper and just put it on there. Hey Ebony, I'm done with my website. Is there a way I can test my website to see how it will look to customers? Um, yeah. If you want to see how it look to your customers, just type in your domain name. So when I edit my website, I have to log into Squarespace.com and edit my website. If I want to see what my website is going to look like to my customers, I have to type in www.everythingebony.com. If I'm selling synthetic hair, do you think I should test the hair also? Um, yeah, I think you still need to test the hair because all synthetic hair isn't the same. Like some synthetic hair is really good. Um, my live is about to end on. I'm sorry, y'all. My live is definitely about to end on Instagram, and once it ends, I'm not getting back on live on Instagram. um, and I'm just gonna hang around on YouTube to answer a few more questions. I'm just gonna hang around on YouTube to answer maybe like 3 more questions. But I am about to get off on live. I forgot the question somebody asked me. Yeah, some synthetic hair can actually be straightened. Like you can use heat on some type of synthetic hair. So I would still test out synthetic hair just to see how long it lasts. Cause some synthetic hair can last like 3 weeks, 4 weeks with proper care. So I would still test it out. Block him, girl. It's always when you're happy they come trying to be friends, right? Exes always do that. I blocked my ex last week, Friday. I don't know what he was thinking, right? Is it bad to find a vendor on AliExpress? Alibaba seems like a dead end. All the sellers always turn out to have too many cons. Um, I wouldn't recommend finding a vendor on AliExpress. AliExpress is a retail site. Alibaba is a wholesale site, so it's completely different. AliExpress, they're known for having bad quality after time. So the hair might be bomb today. 3 months from now, the hair is going to be trash. So I would go with Alibaba. They're known for doing hair wholesale. They're known for providing a large quantity of hair at one time. But okay, I'm gonna answer these last three questions on YouTube that I see because I've been on live for a long time. So far, it says 110 minutes. So that's a long time. Um, let's see. Where did you go to make your site? I went to squarespace.com. Hey, do you have a video showing details how to purchase from a vendor? I have a, excuse me. Yeah, I do have videos. I have videos on how to find a vendor on Alibaba. I have a video on using WhatsApp to communicate with vendors. Um, so yeah, I do have videos on that. Hey Ebony, I've been following you on YouTube for a while. Keep up the good work. Your channel is like a TV show for me. Thank you. FedEx requires signatures too, or they drop it off to the closest Walgreens. You just need your ID. Yep, that is very true. Um, uh-oh. I done skip past some questions. Uh-oh. Do you require your customers to measure their heads before that are out of town? They have to measure their own heads. I only take the circumference measurement. Customers that live locally, I will measure their heads for them if they need me to. Um, how much profit should you get on a three bundle deal? Please answer. Thanks. Profit, I maybe have 2 or 3 YouTube videos all about profit. Profit is completely up to you. I cannot tell you your worth. I cannot tell you how much you should profit for your company. It's going to be completely up to you. Completely up to the lifestyle you want to have. It's going to be up to how much your vendor is charging you for the hair. It's going to be up to how much your customers are willing to pay. Like it's going to be completely up to you. I cannot tell you how much you should profit for your company. Good afternoon to you. I just want to know how much does your wigs cost? I live in Canada. Thank you. Thank you, Janet. My wigs, if you want to provide your own hair and ship your hair to me, I can make you a wig for $100, a closure wig or a frontal wig for 125. Um, if you want wigs that I make and I provide the hair as well, those wigs start at $250. That's where they start, and that's typically for like a 12 inch. So if you want more prices, you just have to go to my website, everythingebony.com, and it will show you all the prices for all the wigs that I offer. Let's see. How do you create your graphics for your website? I create them using Paint Shop Pro. So it's like a software that you can download to your computer if you have a Windows operating system on your computer. It's something you can download. It's like a bootleg Photoshop. So if you're really good with graphic design, it's very easy to make your own graphics and stuff. But it's something that you have to have experience or something that you have to know how to do. They have a lot of tutorials on YouTube on how to create your own graphics using Photoshop, PaintShop Pro, etc. How much is a reasonable price to pay influencers for promoting your hair? I want to also give them a commission on the sales they make. It's best to just ask them what their price is, and if their price fits your budget, then go for it. But people are gonna have different prices. You just have to go based off the price that they give you, like their fee, and see if they're worth it. Like, see how many followers they have, see what their engagement is like, see what type of influence they actually have on people, and then see, okay, is the fee that they're giving you, does that match? Does it match to you? Does it make sense? Because if they asking you for $300, but they only get 100 likes on their page, like that's not adding up, sis. That's not adding up at all. PCS. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to go ahead and end this live. We've been on this live for what it looks like 115 minutes, which is way over an hour. Okay, almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. But thanks, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I hope that I was able to answer most of y'all questions and that y'all were able to take away a lot of stuff from this live. So I'll try to do another live video next week. I can't promise it, but I will try. I don't even know how to exit out this live. That's a shame.